Hello everyone, this is Marisa with Sweet Pea Curiosities. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a while since I've been on here, but I just wanted to share with you my newest junk journal that I've just made. So when I started this, I knew I wanted to do kind of grungy, and that was kind of about it. I didn't really kind of have a theme of how I was going. But as I started going, especially towards the end, when I started placing the different words, I thought to myself, sometimes you just got to go for it. There's a lot of people out there that want to do junk journals and they're afraid to start. And they're afraid to just dive right in. And so my book is just that. I mean, I had no rhyme or reason. I just started placing things, whatever I kind of found or had that kind of had the same colors, that sort of thing. So I've named this Take Risks, because I think, that's, at least for me, I learn by doing. So as I go, I try to do different things. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but that's okay. That's how you learn. So anyways, that's kind of how my book ended and how I'm kind of going with it. But anyways, so here it is here. It's got 2 signatures. And as you can see, I've just kind of collaged. I've took a lot of my some of my digitals, and then I've grunged them up even more with paints and sprays and that sort of thing. What I thought was fun is my metal pieces. So I have a big thing that I have rusted a bunch of different elements. I'll show it to you here. I don't know how much of this that you'll be able to see, but I have just a big basket of stuff that I've just rusted out. And as I find rusty things, I throw it in here. And I mean, I've got jewelry. I've got just all sorts of different things that I can kind of pull out. So when I was looking through for my junk journal, I found this piece here. And I don't know what it is. It's just a metal piece. It already had this screw in here. As you can see, it kind of raises up here and goes down and has these holes. And I thought, oh, that's fun. So I attached it, and I'll show that to you in the back. I've attached it actually to the book cover using this screw here. Then another thing I did on the side, I've tied it in here with this ribbon, but as you can see, what I did to use it for my tie is that, I took this hinge and I've attached it with, what are these called? Brads? What are these called? I can't remember, but I've attached it. And these are all rusty. These are things that I've rusted up as well, so they're kind of rusty. But I've attached that onto the back side, so that is my attachment. And then here you can see where I've screwed it in. I've used the same screw that was with it, and then I've just put it on the back. So I thought that was fun. And I loved how it had the blue tarnishing on it. I mean, that is just so pretty. I wish there was a way that when I rust my items, I could get things with this color. I mean, I'm sure there's a way. I just haven't looked into it. But yeah, so super pretty. And then I took one of my rusty holders here. These are stem holds? No. think I got these on Amazon, and they come in black, and then I've rusted them up, put my little take risks on there. Then here, this is one of my digitals. This is kind of how it comes in this coloring already, but as you can see, during this process, it kind of grunged it up a little bit more on the sides. And then I've just kind of collaged some papers that I've, grunged up as well. Here, I've just layered with papers. I've got some leather pieces to the back because I needed it more stable. So to the back there I have material to the leather piece, and then I've embellished it with this paper. And in the back is just collaged grungy papers that I had just kind of sitting around. So there's that. And then I have this little piece here. I got this from a girl on Etsy a long time ago. I can't remember her name, but she makes these. And I think I have one or two left from what I bought. And so I just thought those would be great in there on the side. All right, let's get into it here. So like I said, I had no really kind of direction of where I was going other than I wanted grungy. And I just started pulling out just all my scraps and stuff that I've never used. I wanted to try to use things that I've never used that are in boxes, and I wanted just to kind of throw it all in here. With that said, like this clock here, this is a clock. This actually moves, but because I stuck this on here, it doesn't move anymore. But these are old clocks. Looks like from 1963, and I've got a box of these, and I've never used these clocks. So I've made a little pocket here. I just made a simple tag with Tim Holtz tissue paper that I just put onto a tag and put that in here. This is one of my digitals, but I did grunge it up more in here. And then that just goes in here like that. All of my binding I did with material. So I've sewn all the material onto my pages and then took the material back and then sewed it into the back of my binding. And you can see another leather piece here because I wanted that a little bit more sturdy. This is just from like an old art book, and that I had just grunged up that I stuck in here. Then this is from a magazine that I just cut out. Put some material embellishments here on there. It's an old book page. You can see the material here, how I did that a little bit better there maybe. This here I just threw on this little lace piece. Then this here, I did some cutouts from this paper, and it left me with these shapes, even these centers. So I thought, oh, that's a perfect frame for this. And then I put "I love this life" on here, and this is one of my digitals. This is my from my traveler photos that I have, and I just think it's so precious. They're with their, looks like they're going on a a trip. She's got her bag, they're all ready to go. Then here I just kind of grunged it all up. I put some, I don't even know, it's just some scrap material that I have that has kind of holes and stuff in it. This is also some of my papers, but I grunged them up even more. This here is a piece of cardboard. Let me find it here. So I got in a package one time, and it was all wrapped in this. Isn't this neat? And so I kept it, and I hadn't used it. We get all this stuff, and I don't use it. So I thought, what can I do? So I just tore off a piece. I put it here, and then I just kind of grunged it up just to give some texture. texture. Sorry, I can't talk this morning. In here. So, yeah, I loved this. I'm sure there's tons of other stuff I can do with it. So, yeah, think outside the box. Just grab stuff. Grunge it up. Color it. Put, it doesn't have to be a printable or something you bought at a store. Whatever you kind of have laying around, you can make some really neat things. This is just an old page here. Put some Tim Holtz tissue on here. This here is some of my papers that I had rust stained. Then I put a rub-on stamp on here. This here is again some of that tissue paper. This here is from one of my digitals as well. I'll try to link all my digitals that I used in here. But I just loved her, and so I had some of this material here, and it just matched really well with her. So I put that there with some rusted flowers that I had done on here, and I put "Believe in Yourself." Then here I've just made a little pocket. I had some old vintage wallpapers, and I had some leftover trim. This is one of my digitals that you can get that's already all grunged up and rusted. In there I just made a tag with that, put a little lace. This is also one of my digitals, but again, I've grunged it up a lot. It doesn't come this way, but I've just grunged it. Kind of looks like burnt edges around here. And this here, I've just added, I just had some scraps. It's an old envelope, but it's just the front of the envelope, and I had some old stamps that I just stuck in there. These are my eco-dyed papers that I did. Oh my gosh, I did those at least a year ago. I want to say at least a year ago. There is a video of how I did my eco-dyed papers that I have, and right now is the perfect time because of all the flowers that are coming out. I think when I did these, I was kind of at the end of the season, but I still had enough to do them, and I need to do some more because it was so fun. And just, oh my gosh, I mean, just so pretty. I don't know if you can see that. I did create digitals out of all of these as well. If you don't want to do the eco-dye, there are digitals, but these are my originals. Let's see, excuse me. And then this here, this is from, what is this, 49 Studios. It's their film strips. And so I took one of those. I took one of my digitals that I have and put the kids in here. Just some old paper. Again, I just had a scrap. Just a scrap. So I've just grunged it up, made a pocket, and I had this old stamp piece that I kind of just stuck in there. I didn't do a lot of pockets or a lot of ephemera pieces that come out. I kind of just wanted to do more so on the pages on this one. This is my black dress digitals that I've put on some paper that I had. Again, some Tim Holtz tissue over the top. Some music paper. Little material. This here, I think this is, I gotta say, I think this is one of my favorite pages. So this is one of my digitals here. It's the Songbird kit. And it's of these beautiful ladies with their red shoes, and it's all about music, and I called it because it's a songbird, and I just love this lady just sitting here thinking about the music. And then this here says, this is from an old book, and I grunged it all up, and it says, "Don't you hear it?" she asked, and I shook my head no. And then she started to dance, and suddenly there was music everywhere. And it went on for a very long time. And when I finally found words, all I could say was thank you. So I thought that was really appropriate to go with this card here. And I did do like a little side pocket here with that. So yeah, I think that's one of my favorite pages, only because I just love her. And then here are just some grungy papers that I did up, stained. Put one of my birds on here. This here's from when I did my strips, and there's a video of how I did those strips. I still have some of them left that I use. So I've just put one of those there, kind of made a belly band. Just kind of made a little scrap booklet here to write on. And this here's just got some acetate. Just kind of left that blank. And I put a little saying here, life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. So all these papers, you know, I grunged them up a long time ago. It just was, as I go, I do different things, you know, and just put them into a pile. And so then when I'm ready to go, I've got them ready. This here's from my artist slim junk journal kit, and I just cut this out of it because I just love the colors, the butterfly, and I just thought it looked really good in here. This here's just some of that tissue paper. Again, my eco-dyed papers that I just put some words on. It's from an old art magazine. This is a pocket as well. I didn't, I haven't finished a lot of the ephemera pieces that need to go in here, and I'll do that as I go. But I just wanted to kind of get out and kind of show that. Even looks good in there. But yeah, I just made a little pocket here of a scrap piece again that I had. A little embellishment there. This again is some of my eco-dyed paper. Isn't that just beautiful? Oh my gosh. I just love my eco-dyed paper. And then this is from my Daisy Girls kit that I have. And they come in all different sizes. So they have the small, medium, and then real large ones of the girls with the daisies. And I've just used the little one and put it in here. And I just had some scrap pieces. And then I put Embrace the Journey on the side. These are all from Tim Holtz. And you know, these are real thick. They're, you know, they're the thick cardboard ones. And I actually peel them apart to make them thinner. Because I don't want them so bulky. I think in one place in here, somewhere, like this one here, I don't know if you can see, I left it the bulky. But I don't want them all bulky like that because it would be too thick. So I actually just peel that off and make them thinner so I can use them. Again, some of the Tim Holtz tissue paper on some grungy paper that I had that I kind of stamped here. Again, with the band. And I love this tissue paper. This black and white from Tim Holtz. This is my favorite paper of his. Tissue paper. It's just gorgeous. I mean, it's so versatile. I mean, look at that. I put it on a card, and so it's really brilliant white. But then when you put it on a piece of paper, you see the difference there? It shows through the colors. And it's just, I just love it. I think it's just so pretty. Then here's just some grungy music paper. Again, some of my eco-dyed paper here. I've just attached this on the side. And this here's just a pocket in here. Just some paper. Then this one here says, be brave. It's kind of a scary picture. It was from an art book. But I don't know. I still kind of liked it. So I put it in here, be brave. Again, some of my eco dye paper. I've just kind of stamped it here. Put some washi tape over on this side. Just kind of embellished it here. And then this one. Oh my gosh. Isn't she cute? Fuming cutie. So this is a digital that I have. They're all these grumpy kids. But oh my gosh. And I put focus on the good here. You know, we all have days like that where we're just, done. I just love her. And then I just added some words on each side here. Gotta have a little humor. And then here, and this here too, I did do a little side pocket here. I just haven't added anything to it yet. And there is that. So yeah, I hope you like this. Excuse me. Hope it gave you some inspiration. And just go for it. All you new people out there that are just afraid to start, just start. Just start grabbing stuff, gluing things down, you know, grabbing some paint, throwing it on there. Just go for it. Because that's how you're going to learn, you know, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, junk journals are not perfect. You know, I mean, there are people out there that, you know, they need everything you know, perfectly lined up and that sort of thing. But really a junk journal is just your creative process just to come out and just, you know, grab things that are unexpected and just enjoy the process. So anyways, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye.